What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Connor back with Muscle Addiction, man. If you're new to the channel, you don't know it's a vibe, make sure you stop this video right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Say, I ain't gonna hold y'all, Muscle Gang. I don't even know where I'm at with this video and where I left y'all out, where I left y'all at. But yeah, man, it's kind of all over the place and stuff. But basically, I'm basically having to just split these videos up into a few different parts and stuff like that. Y'all gotta forgive me, I keep on dropping this camera or whatever. But anyway, the video would be too long for y'all to watch and stuff like that. And there's so much going on in between each video. I'm not really having enough time to show y'all what I'm doing and stuff. So yeah, we got the Tahoe in the back. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm at. But anyway, let me give y'all an update on where we at. Kind of got some of these wires laid out a little bit more. Got some stuff plugged in, trying to see where everything is at and how far everything is and if things are going to reach and things of that nature and stuff. So far, we're looking pretty good. The only thing I see right now is this alternator wire. It's kind of short, so I may end up having to extend this out. So we'll see about that or whatever. I mean, I got a little room to pull, but it's not very much. But yeah, man, like I said, I got pretty much everything laid out on this side where I want it. This is gonna be my negative side right here. Should reach all good right here. This is gonna be my negative, and then positive is gonna be right here. You know, so the battery should be everything. If I did everything correctly, like I said, I got this thing for the back of the alternator right here for the charge. Like I said, I'm gonna mount this over here on this side and stuff. But yeah, man, like I said, we got everything pretty much going, plugged in and stuff. What I'm about to do now, I ain't got to do anything else with the wiring yet, but as far as this connector and all that other stuff. But what I'm about to do now is kind of test fit this intake, try to get that snake down off up in here. I feel like I probably should have waited to put this on until I got the intake on, but this will give me a test to figure. I should be able to just swing this out of the way. So I'm gonna get this intake slapped on and then let y'all know what we looking like and stuff. But yeah, man, like I said, we trucking along. I said we got pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, all of our grounds besides the battery, all of our grounds are already hooked up. So I already went up under there and hooked up all the grounds. I think it may be another one off in this little thing back in there. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it on here because my camera's too blurry. But anyway, it got kinked up back there. A little metal thing that's supposed to stay away from the exhaust. Y'all can see the first one, but it's another one behind it back there. Yeah, y'all can't see that. It's another one behind it back there. And that one is kind of kinked up between the firewall and the engine and stuff. It's not, I don't think it's doing any damage or anything, you know, so it's fine. But I believe there's a ground that's sitting off up in there. So when we get everything running and everything, if I have some issues with some stuff, I know exactly what it is and stuff. And I have to, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I might have to take a grinder in there or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna have to cut it and take it out, or I'm gonna have to pull the engine out or forward a whole bunch more just to get it out or whatever. But yeah, I got the belt put on. I don't think did I say that already? I don't know, I'm all over the place. But I tightened this AC compressor down. I got all those straight. It was a ground right here that goes to all the stuff for the OBS air compressor stuff, and I just put a washer on there and then just put the ground on there. And like I say, I got all my stuff routed for my belt. So I got the belt on. It's tight. Everything's lined up good. I don't see anything jacked up with that. So yeah, like I say, we getting on. We getting right along, y'all. Like I say, so I kind of got all these. These are not screwed in all the way. I just kind of got it mocked up just to kind of see how everything's gonna lay. But like I say, these right here, we're gonna connect to the wires that I'm gonna pull out of these here. These four connectors for the OBS. And like I said, that just be as simple as connecting these wires to those. If I can find a spare connector or something. I don't want to have to salvage nothing off the Yukon, so I probably ain't gonna do that. But if I can find a connector, that way I can do like everybody was talking about, to make a quick disconnect if you have to take out the engine and stuff without having to take out the whole engine harness, which is a pretty good idea. But we'll see how they go and stuff, because honestly, I'm probably just gonna start saving up some money for a merged harness that somebody makes or whatever. I'll spend the money, but right now, this is what I'm doing. Excuse me. And there shouldn't be no problem with that. So yeah, man, like I say, after I get all these connected, the only thing left should be, like I say, to take out these pink wires. Like I said, these 2 orange wires, and connect them to a key hot, like I said. And I'm gonna use this plug back here. I was hearing some mixed things about dirty and clean wires as far as the connection and it being a good spot for everything and stuff, but we're gonna rock with it and see how it go. If we start having issues, I know where it's at. But I'm gonna take this pink wire off of this coil that powers this for the key, because I know that's a key hot. So I'm just gonna do that, and then, like I said, the white tack wire, I'm gonna bring all those back through, and I gotta extend those over here. So that's another thing I gotta do. But other than these 2, that's all I got left to do with that. I'm kind of stumped right now because I know I did my homework right on the coolant temperature sensor, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out where the OBS coolant temperature sensor is at. I mean, I feel like it should have been at the same spot. If not, it should have been back there in the back. And like I said, I can't even find that plug nowhere. I mean, I literally cannot find that plug. So I gotta wait on that and figure out what's gonna happen with that, because the LS's coolant temp sensor is right here, and it'll plug up. But it's the way I started routing this stuff, it's got like a little twist to it, so I've lost a little bit of my length, but I can get it to work. I actually got a pigtail that I can extend this and make a longer one. So I gotta figure out and just double check and make sure that the coolant temp sensor for the OBS isn't tucked back there behind the firewall somewhere, because I feel like it's supposed to maybe go back there. It's possible that it can go back there, because I see a little, like a bolt or whatever that's in the head, and I believe you can put that coolant temperature sensor in there, and I'll probably just take that out and put it over here, if that's what that is. If not, then I tweaked out, I'm tripping, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. So yeah, man, like I said, I'm finna get this intake mocked on and see what we're working with there, and then I'll tap in with y'all here in a second. I said, here's a better look on how I got things routed to get my battery from this side to this side. I mean, it was pretty easy for the most part. You just take this little distribution block, that little thing off right there, and then just move it, just simply move it to that side, and then your hot wires, just ran them up under here. But this is temporary. It's temporary for now. Like I said, I'm make triple, double, triple, thousand, whatever percent, whatever check, and make sure that it's not gonna rub on anything whenever I get everything going and stuff. So this is just, like I said, a mock-up to see if I'm gonna rock with it like this or whatever, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I got a ground right there on the side of the block where the old motor mount was. That was not a motor mount. I don't know what boat that is, but I used that. And like I say, I believe that is my ground for the battery. And then, like I say, I'm gonna get another ground from the block to the frame. I'm gonna do that, and then gotta probably take care of those. Here go another ground right here. This is gonna have to get hooked up. This is for the OBS harness. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep on trucking along, see how everything go, man. Like I said, we just taking our time with it, making sure we don't mess nothing up. And you know, so we gonna get it, y'all. We gonna get it. Like I said, we done made a whole lot of progress over the course of the days and videos and stuff. So I'm really optimistic. Like I said, I still have not done my fuel lines yet. So before I get this intake buckled down and stuff, I got that little hole y'all see up in there, right through here. That's where I'm feeding my fuel lines in at, right there. So that little clearance is all I need to be able to get those 2 fuel lines up through there. And it comes with some things to be able to screw up against the body of the truck, so that way it keep away from the exhaust down there and stuff, because we don't need no issues. But yeah, man, like I said, that's what we're gonna do. And I'll tap in with y'all after I get this intake put on. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy back. Tapping in back with y'all. I don't think, did I show y'all this? I got the intake put on. I know that's where I was at. I said I took them little foam things out of there. Them little foam things. Because apparently, you know, that's what kind of hold that water in there if water get in there. But as y'all can see, I put that silicone in there and stuff. So, should be good. Shouldn't be having no water issues and nothing. But like I said, I started mapping some stuff out. Like I said, my injector plugs, they happen to be the same injector plugs for the ones that was on the 6.0. So, I'm good on that. I'm gonna probably come down with some more wire loom or something to put around that. I mean, I got some spare on that old OBS harness, but you know, we're gonna put some new ones on there. Like I said, make it look a little bit better and stuff. But yeah, like I said, start plugging some stuff up. I know this go here, back here and stuff. I know this go to the back of the intake. I plugged up this little hose back here on the back. They go to this PCB. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to extend these wires out yet. So like I said, when I come back, I'll probably start working on this wire harness as far as getting this done. Because like I said, I don't have too much else to do down here. I mean, I didn't figure out about this coolant temperature sensor. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, because this plug is right here. It's that type of plug that goes into the coolant temperature sensor, or coolant cylinder, whatever you call that, coolant temperature sensor. And I can't find the one for the OBS. I mean, I can't find it for the life of me. So unless it's a different style connector, and I'm just, you know what, I believe that's probably what I'm doing wrong. I believe I probably need to get the OBS coolant sensor and then get it put back here, because I bet one of these connectors back here, like I said, y'all don't mind this, all these connectors that y'all see, I'm pretty sure a lot of these I can probably go ahead and snip now. But yeah, it's a lot of these connectors that is just kind of in the way right here. But like I said, once I start snipping them connectors back, it's gonna look a whole lot more like cleaner. It's not gonna look as messy. So like I said, this is for anybody that was looking at doing this type of harness layout or whatever without having to fully tear down the whole harness to merge it. This is how I got it. I said, still look, like I said, once I get through putting everything on, I feel like it's gonna look just as clean as everybody else's, because I got the engine cover and all that. So I feel like it's gonna look pretty clean. But yeah, man, like I said, we're gonna end it off right here. Like I said, when I come back, I'm gonna take the intake back off. It was a pretty tricky deal trying to get this intake on here and off. Well, on here, period. But it's gonna be even trickier trying to get it off and stuff, because I gotta try to snake it backwards or whatever. And the harness is kind of already pretty like, I ain't say bound up, but it's got a lot of tension on it. So yeah, man, I guess rock with it like that. That's gonna be our closing little piece right here. I said we making headway, y'all. We trucking right on along. Can't wait to get this mug on. I said we gonna tap in with y'all on the next one. I said y'all make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, and browse the channel. We're going up all the rest of the year. Yes, sir.